What's up, guys? So 1.02 has dropped on the servers, and I know you want to know my opinion on the new tanks, the object nerf, and all of that. So instead, I bring you a replay of the tier 7 German medium, the Panther, and I'm of course using the 105 derp gun as the seal clubber, or seal clubbing cunt that I am. Obviously, highest damage, best gun, no doubt about it. Shoots HE, always does damage, by far better than the long 75 that you get, no doubt about it, not even being sarcastic. Or maybe I am. Anyways, we're playing Fjords, and they changed Fjords. I have no fucking clue what they changed on Fjords, but it's still shit, so they didn't change what was relevant anyways. But how Fjords work, I kind of figured it out, is the team that takes the middle wins, and we have taken the middle, so I guess GG, well played. Unless that E25 dies, of course, which would be quite unfortunate, and then we might not win. But we're making our way north, and we're going to be ready to assist the E25 with some sniping when the time comes. We still have also like the Comet and stuff on that other side, so enemies should find it reasonably hard to push the E25 right now. And let's start punishing the enemies by... Okay. Alright, sure. HE always does damage, by the way, never forget. But surely we can't be that unlucky all the time, and we are not. 38 damage, good start into the game, good old 38 roll, and the next shot is slightly better, 140 plus fire, and look, he doesn't have an extinguisher. Oh, feels so damn good. This is why you use the derp gun, obviously. Look at that damage, fucking barbecued the shit out of him. Good old Primo Victoria, well done over there. The bad news, however, is that the A25 is dead and we have no control over the middle, so there probably won't be a lot of spotting done here anymore, so that sucks. We're just blind shooting here and seeing if anyone else is here, and in the tradition of Foch timing, of course, when we blind shoot, half a second later there's a guy spotted exactly where we blind shot. And there's another guy in the Primo, or not the Primo Victoria, the FV4 202 is there as well. Kind of trying to YOLO this, but that's not gonna work. And now we have a new friend here with his little light tank. Not sure if he realized which gun am I using, but I guess we'll find out soon enough if he wants to fuck with me or not. So the 105, I kind of need to either shoot in the flat front hull or the base of the turret. Obviously, I could try to get like the polo shots and shit like that as well. And now the FV4202 is also paying attention to me, so that gets a bit more annoying. And we have another friend here in the T25 too. Those are pretty easy to pan in the side of the turret, but other than that, it should be pretty rough. Maybe I can get the front, but it's a pretty rough shot, and depends on what gun he has and how easy it's got to be for him to pan me. Shouldn't be too easy, because no matter what gun it is, they all kind of suck. And we get a 71 damage roll there. He bounces, so still ahead, of course. And now that was a bit unfortunate. Now that could have been really good. The 1375 didn't really play that well at all. And talking about not playing well, I love me some 400 damage rolls on people who are not looking at this thing. That always feels so damn good. You might be wondering, why in the ever-living fuck am I playing the Panther with the derp gun? So there's this thing I do on my Twitch channel on Wednesdays called Derp Gun Wednesdays, and it is as simple as it sounds. I play tanks with derp guns, or I put derp guns on tanks that shouldn't be played with derp guns, and I fuck around. So if you get the chance, come see that live, doing that every Wednesday from 2 p.m. till 6 p.m. GMT plus 3. But anyways, we made some bad life choices, lost some hit points, but this T25 is giving me some angles here. We miss another shot though, sadly, so not really going all too hot right now. But we're keeping on trying, and it is not really going any better right now still, but not really taking any damage at the moment either. And, you know, maybe this T25 will do something stupid that we can punish him for again. Talking about doing something stupid, our team is not doing too hot. Finally, we get the 1375. Maybe we can actually get him again, since he is tracked. But first of all, I'm looking for his friend, who is not there. Now, this might be a good one, and there we go, another pen. We are already at 2k damage, and there's the T25 doing something stupid like we expected. and we get to clean him up as well. And the Primo Victoria probably will not realize that I can see him, and we take good advantage of that. Easy kill for this gun, of course. So the score is 7-6, but we're not really doing too hot if the Tiger dies, and he dies. We are not really all that happy with what is going on right now. The double E25s of the enemy team will probably clean up everything, and the AMX65T dies as well. So definitely not doing too hot, and I'm not really doing anything from this position, so I might have to consider fucking off here and not just sitting there and doing nothing, because nothing is pretty much as I will be able to do, and nobody should really be trying to push me. There's no real reason why they would, as you know, they have the entry into our base. It is quite amazing that the A25 managed to get past both of those TDs and get to our arty. But, you know, camping TDs can't really, you know, pay attention to everything at the same time, you know. Sturmill is probably going to die as well, as he has been spotted. Hopefully our E25 can clean up their E25 and make our life a bit easier, not to have to deal with that little shit later on. But we're also going south, as there's not really much we can do from the position we were in. So the good news is their E25 finally dies. The bad news is we're still losing. Probably going to be losing quite a bit more after that Sturmill dies. The good news, or well, another news is they still have 2 arties, so we got to be careful of that and try to not be too exposed for those guys to shoot at us. Yak Panther 2, Yak Panther 1 actually, is still kind of chilling there. We might try to set up an ambush for him and try to pick him up as he crosses, if he decides to do that. As the E25 is shooting at him, he might be inclined to do exactly that. And the good news is it's a Yak Panther, which means we can pen it with HE in the side. If that was anything but a Yak Panther, or, you know, like any other German paper TD, it would have been really rough to pen that, no matter where we shot at it. And now this doesn't look that bad anymore. I mean, we don't have any RD. The T20 is really low on hit points, but other than that, I mean, it doesn't look that bad. The IKEA hasn't been spotted. The 1375 is on no hit points, and the FV is on like 500. The bad news, though, 87 getting farmed without even spotting who's shooting at him. That is definitely suboptimal. I'm not sure if I want to go north or if I don't want to go north. It could be possible that the FV is coming this way, but do I really want to even deal with the FV right now is definitely a question worth asking. And the answer to that question is no. While this gun is really ridiculously powerful, of course, no doubt about it, there is a reason why it's so good. We can't really take on the FV4202 on our own, and if all our support just drives away, there's no point I should ever be risking facing the FV there on my own, because that's not really going to go my way more than likely. So we're going to group up. I'm going to turtle together with our 87. Hopefully he can spot whoever the fuck is shooting at him. Most likely it is the IKEA TD that he cannot spot, but we still don't know. And there's the Prius spotted. We also don't really want to push anywhere else but this corner just because of the double arty. The IKEA does pick up the 87, so that's pretty bad for us. So it's 3v3, but they have 2 arties as well. So again, not really looking all that hot right now. The IKEA is taking some pain. The Prius is still on his 500 hit points, so this is going to be a rough fight. The good news, there's a lot of good and bad news in this video. I don't know why I'm doing that, but there's a lot of good and bad news in this video. The good news is that we can pen the IKEA quite easily. And I guess the bad news is that the MX 1375 might be trying to flank us soon, but he's on such low hit points that I can trust my E25 to deal with that if that needs to be done. Trying to peek this angle, it's not the greatest one ever. Artie could get me here, and also I need to cover a really wide ridge. I can't really let them drive over the ridge on the left side, but I also don't really want to be too exposed if they come on this side, which they do end up doing, and we get a nice juicy pen on that guy. Obviously our priority focus is that IKEA and not the Prius, and we're gonna try to finish him off, and that's exactly what we do. And look how that scared the Prius. I'm not sure if he understands what gun am I using and what am I doing, but he looked really afraid to fight me, even though he would have a pretty massive advantage on that kind of a ridge. That is good for me more than anything else, because I really didn't want to fight him hull down there, and who knows if our E25 would be even able to cover me. And their RD, of course, is something we need to worry about. But now we're just chilling in our corner, just checking both angles, checking for where the enemies might be coming from. They are winning this number-wise, so they will have to make the plays, and they'll probably make the plays. It just depends on where they're going to make him, and we're really just kind of trying to scout and get lucky with our timing. But so far, we get nothing, even though already sitting on 3.2k damage and 4 kills in this game. The play the enemy team should be making is obviously try to bait with a cap circle, put somebody in there and try to snipe off with the tanks that can snipe. Even the Arty could go into the cap or whatever. It doesn't really make any difference, and this is pretty sad. I get shot from stealth, but luckily we do get it to pick him up. I would not have guessed that he would be that close, and if I drove and retreated backwards, I probably would have died there. But that doesn't happen, and we also get to spot this Arty. That probably was the E25 spotting. He does shoot him again as well, and we can maybe clean him up here. Gotta get a bit lucky. There's also one capper, which might be either the other Arty or the Prius. We do pick up the Lorraine, and now it is 2v2, and the Prius is here. He stopped the cap. He does spam me, but we roll pretty decent there. I mean, I'm not going to trade him off if I roll like this, so I kind of need to wait for my E25 to help me out. I can't really afford to let the E25 take too many hits, and that shot was pretty fucking sad. E25 did take the hit, and he's trying to shoot now, but this is clear play here. We go for the ram, and we cleaned up the Prius, and we get our 7th kill. And now the victory is pretty much sealed. Obviously we could still throw this, but it's rather unlikely. There's 3 minutes to go, so what we need to do is pretty much just head towards their cap circle and at least make sure we don't lose this to time running out, and we might run into the Arty on our way back there as well. So the derp gun worked reasonably well. If we're objective, did it work better than the long 75? It is questionable. I mean, we got that fire on tier 8, which was really crucial. Would we gotten that with the 75? Probably not, but then again, maybe we would have. Who knows? But yeah, we got plenty of pens, I think, to justify this gun more than the 75. We got to pen the Scout, we got to pen the D25, we got to pen a lot of things in this game, so I'm pretty sure the derp gun in this game would have been better, even if it is a tier 5 gun, a tier 7 in a tier 8 matchmaking. But yeah, the D25 gets into the cap, and I'm just looking for Arty, and there he is. And you know, there's something quite satisfying about killing tier 8 Arty with a tier 5 gun. Or is it tier 7 Arty? Doesn't really matter. Whatever. Alright, so here's Amplate Ace Tanker, 4,992 experience with the double, 7 bones, shitload of medals, ended up doing 4,229 damage, assisted for 0, like the sniping cunt that I am, but hey, the Germans are supposed to be sniper tanks, right? And there's nothing quite like sniping with the 105 derp gun at tier 7 or 8. That ended up being 1,664 base XP, and we made 51k credits, so pretty good profit in the end of that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this replay cast, and I hope you, you know, tune in the Derp Wednesday if you can, and I'll see you on the next one.